But is it worth it? Is the loot behind it any good? Is the armor good looking? Is there anything new? Is this really an exciting event? The answer is no. So this year we got looks at the armor really early on. We saw that, hey, you know what, this armor glows like past Solstice armor. And honestly, the glows are what really makes this armor stand out, and it's what the Passion game is probably going to be consistent of for a while at least. I'll give them that. Bungie did really make some cool looking armor this time. You can see it in the background right now as I'm playing. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It got a nice art glow to it. The glow isn't anything phenomenal until you charge your super. I don't know. I thought it could like glow more. I don't know if it does. But either way, the armor looks really cool. But Bungie has always made really good looking Solstice armor. The issue I have with Solstice this year is upgrading the armor, as always. It's tedious. It's not very fun. It's just a lot of do this a lot and then do this for another really long amount of time. And that's understandable. I mean, it's not... It makes sense. I can understand why it is the way it is. But it still sucks. And the problem is, this isn't anything new. This is the same stuff as last year. Some of these, like, some of what we have to do is the exact same stuff as we did last year. Such as, you know, do 10 gambit matches, do 5 strikes, get this many kills, pick up 200 solar orbs in strikes. A lot of the stuff is the exact, literally just copied and pasted. I wouldn't say copied and pasted because it's been in the game, but nothing has changed with it. The EAZ is back again. Same concept. You have a time limit, go around, kill enemies as fast as you can. The more enemies you kill, the more chests you get. Once you kill the boss, you can have Fallen or a Hive or Cabal. And at the end of the run, you face the boss. The boss is just a reskin of a strike boss, or just another boss that already exists. There are no exclusive bosses in this. Kill the boss, chests pop up in second form. You either find them all or you don't. And yeah, you get keys and you get chests, the little Solstice boxes. And they sound a lot cooler than they really are. All they give you is some planetary materials and some blues and maybe a legendary. But it's nothing new. It's nothing that we haven't seen before. It's nothing that we haven't ever gotten. It's just we know exactly what we'll be getting. Now, if you're new to the game and you really wanna, like, you're looking for blues and you're looking for high-level stuff, then yeah, then that's perfect. You're in the right spot. You get tons of loot, blues, purples, whatnot, completing collections. But if you've been playing this game a lot, like me, and many other players, this isn't anything new. The only new stuff we're not getting anything new from the project. The only reason we're even opening them is because we need inventory space, or because we have to do it for the armor objectives, and even then, it's only 10. One of the armor objectives, I know for a fact, if you are a veteran player, it is the most annoying thing, especially if you... I'll explain in a second. So right now, the flashpoint is Mercury, and with Mercury, the flashpoint, you can do the 3 heroic adventures, and then you can't do any more. If you are a veteran player or have been playing this game a long time, and you've had too much time on your hands, you've done all the adventures in the game. So the armor piece that requires you to complete 5 adventures, you can't do. You can do the 3 heroic ones, and then you can do the one the spider has, but you can't do that last one, so you either have to wait a week or you have to join a friend. So an easy workaround for this though is just get someone else, go in LFG. There are a few people in LFG, that's where I did mine. Or you can just invite a friend quick, or have a friend go on their alternate character, go in the heroic adventure, swap, have them swap to their main, and then complete the adventure. That's how I did it. It's not too bad. It's not phenomenal. It is really annoying. I will say that. Definitely something that took me a bit to figure out a way around. So, and again, as usual with Solstice, all of the cool looking stuff is in Everbridge. We have a new finisher. It's called Iron Severance. I do have it. Yes, it is pretty cool. It is literally the Iron Axe finisher. It is a finisher using the Iron Axe from Destiny Red of Iron. Very cool. I love it a lot. There is some really cool Darkness theme stuff where it looks just like the Solstice armor, and it has cracks in it that have evanescing, remediating glows. Again, looks really cool. No one's saying it's not cool. But it's Eververse, and the only way to get it is with a shitload of Bright Dust, or B, paying for it outright. And I unironically spent $30 on getting this armor for the Warlock and that finisher. And I still have like 1,600 silver left, which I'm going to be spending on another set like this. It'll probably be on my Titan. Maybe it might be Hunter. I don't really know yet. I'll get to that bridge when we cross it, but that's not important. The Solstice of Heroes, in a nutshell, is nothing new. It is the exact same as last year, just different items to pursue. Although I guess it's not really different. It's still armor. The armor does look really nice, yes. But if you hated the grind last year, you're gonna hate the grind this year. And there is no reward. There's no purpose in getting on all three characters. Last year, if you got on all three characters, you got a Sparrow. I believe it was the Void Streak Sparrow. It was a really lame reward. And this year they downright didn't do anything for it, which is kind of weird because I believe in the database there was a placeholder for something like that, where you're doing it on all three characters would give you something. So there's honestly no point in getting in all three characters unless you want an A for collections or B because it's powerful and looks cool. So that's pretty disappointing. The universal ornaments are really expensive. I'm saying expensive because I don't understand. They're expensive in terms of Bright Dust and in terms of pay. Yeah, we expected that, but I mean, if you're new to the game, it's very unforgiving. Or if you spent all your Bright Dust, it's also very unforgiving. Just the way the Bright Dust economy is right now is it's not favorable, to say the least. I was really looking forward to this. I was looking forward to coming home and grinding after work. And I gotta say, I'm already really sick of the grind. It is the exact same thing as what we did last year. And that's what we expected. But what I would have liked to see is I would have liked to see a few changes to the map. I mean, it's literally... Eva Levante doesn't have much new dialogue. I believe she has one new bit of dialogue, quoting the darkness. But her first reaction is still about the Red War, which happened years ago, and which won't even... I don't know if they're doing away with that after the, once they remove a few of the planets. I would assume so, but... it just... They didn't change anything. So if you're missing... This is part of the Solstice of Heroes. You're not missing anything. If you experienced this last year, this sucks. It's the exact same thing. There's nothing new. I thought it was gonna at least be new bosses, but that's not the get to see that. Maybe I'm really unlucky. Maybe there isn't any new bosses. I honestly doubt there's new bosses. Pretty God, I would have seen them already. But either way, pretty disappointing. I understand why though. I would assume Bungie's putting all focus right now on Beyond Light, as it should be. But for something that had images out of the armor that looked so cool, and rewards and just the images that were put out were so good looking, and then this is what we get. It's pretty disappointing. Again, I know they're focused on Beyond Light. All resources are in Beyond Light, and honestly, that's fine. Beyond Light looks really cool, but it's unfortunate. This is the content we're to spend another, you know, two months with. Let me know what you guys think about Solstice this year. Honestly, the grind does get pretty repetitive. Playing with friends is definitely going to make it less repetitive. So I mean, if you do play this, or if you do try to do some other characters, know that there is no reward like last year. I don't think masterworking the armor is going to be too bad. It's just it's like Pit of Heresy and some Nightmare Hunt or something. Master Nightmare Hunt, which will probably, or not a Master Nightmare Hunt, a Master Nightfall, which will probably be the hardest to complete, and then I don't remember what everything else is. So yeah, I mean, honestly, this stuff is basic stuff. I don't know if you if you could have just completed it already, or if you have to go do it again. Whatever the case, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be too big of a problem. So let me know how you guys think the grind is. I did a video on the grind last year, how I thought it was. Kind of the same tone. Honestly, if I had to rate last year over this year, I would definitely say last year was better, but that was solely because this was all stuff we hadn't seen before. I will say though that the grind doesn't seem as tedious. I mean, instead of going green, blue, purple, it just goes blue, purple, purple. So, that is nice at least. That also means that the grind isn't gonna last as long. So, what are we gonna do once we're done with this? That's my question. So, nice and compact. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below. I will get back to you and respond. Yeah. I mean, you know, if you guys grind, if you have the same sort of thoughts as I do, yeah, that's it. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.